Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Nicole, and if you're new here, I make videos about motherhood, lifestyle, beauty, and just finding simplicity in the everyday. And I hope you'll subscribe and stick around and see what's coming next. So today I'm going to do a toddler toy haul. I don't know if I've ever watched another one of these or anything, but every couple of months I like to buy some new toys to meet my son where he's at developmentally and kind of like what skills he's working on, and just kind of to introduce some new things into our rotation. So he's 15 months old, so these are kind of things that he'll be focusing on for the next 3 months. And I plan to make a couple videos about how I'm rotating our toys out and how I'm telling what he needs from his toys to like really engage in play and like to help support his learning and development. So if you want to see that, let me know. Let's just get started. The first thing I bought for him is kind of loud, but it's this Latch Board from Melissa and Doug, and it has 6 different sections with different latches, and this helps work on fine motor skills. And there's also like a little bit of a reward after opening the latches. There's just different things on here that can help him practice like putting this together and figuring things out in sequences. And I'm really excited for him to have this. I've actually already given it to him, and he has played with it a couple times. He figured out a couple of them pretty quickly, but others are a little more complicated. The next thing I got him is a set of 3 alphabet puzzles and number puzzles. So this was a 3-pack that I found on Amazon, and they're like wooden letters. So there's this puzzle of just capital letters, and then there is numbers, and then finally there are lowercase letters. And I think I'm going to start with the lowercase letters because I might be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure it's a Montessori principle to teach lowercase letters first because that's what you see most often. Like most words are written primarily in lowercase. So I'm going to start with the lowercase puzzle. And I think what is pretty nice about these is that they're actually like pretty large. So the only ones I think that I would worry about him choking on are like the I and the L. So I might not give those to him right away. I might wait till he's a little older because he's still putting a lot of things in his mouth. So I won't really give this to him like unsupervised, but I do think I do want to start introducing letters. The next thing I grabbed for him was this chunky puzzle from Melissa and Doug. Yeah, so these are just animals. He has another puzzle that's like transportation things, so it's like planes, trains, stuff like that. He wasn't really interested in puzzles until more recently, and I mean I've put them together with him and like we go over the different things, but just in the past couple of weeks I've noticed him going over to his puzzles and actually like matching the things up to like put back in there. So I wanted to get him something else that he could interact with and play with instead of just having the one puzzle. So I thought this one was cute. All right, the next thing I got him is kind of weird, but it's just this little measuring cup because I want him to start practicing pouring water. I didn't want to get him anything glass, which I know is not the best thing because you want them to know that you trust them. I don't know, he's already broken a couple of glasses, and I don't want to leave something glass out in a place that could break. So until I can find another solution, this is just what I'm going to put out for him. And I'm probably just going to put like a very little bit of water in it to start with and just let him like practice pouring into cups and stuff like that. And I might just put like food coloring in it so it's like a more fun activity. But yeah, so I just bought this little plastic measuring cup for that because I found a really hard time finding like little kid pictures. I don't know, this is just what I got for now. It was like a couple dollars I think, so and I'll just use it for cooking after he's done with it. But yeah, I don't know, I like that it has like a pour spout and a handle. Yeah. Alright, so the next thing I grabbed for him is this Melissa and Doug music set. He has a set of drums and a piano and a xylophone, and he doesn't really interact with his music stuff that much. He is kind of more into the piano now, and he will hit the drums a little bit, but the xylophone he's not really into it. So I wanted to get him some instruments that he could like shake and interact with more because he's kind of more into those kinds of things. So I'm hoping that this will be a better like introduction to music for him. There's just like maracas in here, a tambourine, there's some cymbals and a triangle, and I think he'll just have a lot of fun with this because he has a little microphone that he likes to sing into, so I think he likes like handheld music things. So yeah, I'm just probably going to put out 2 or 3 of these at a time for him and just swap them out as he gets kind of bored with them and see how it goes. But yeah, I thought this was a really cute and cool set. So the next thing I bought for him is this wooden rainbow stacker toy. It's not in the box because it's in his room right now, but these are really fun because there's a lot of ways you can teach them to use objects differently. So you could set these up as a tunnel, you can show them how they like nest together, you can help teach colors, you can teach balancing because they can like be fit together different ways. And I don't know, I think overall he's kind of into it. He's been playing with them somewhat, but he's getting more into like blocks and things like that. So I thought this would be a good way to introduce similar principles to blocks but like in a different shape, you know? So I don't know, I'm excited for this. And it's really nice quality too. And the last toy thing that I bought him is this little cleaning set from Melissa and Doug. He has the broom one, the standing one, and he is such a little helper. It's so cute. Like, we really want to teach him how to take care of the home and take care of his things and how to clean our house with us. So he will get his kitchen helper and he'll go to the sink and he'll try to wash dishes. It's really cute. And after dinner, he always sweeps the floor under the table. And we just taught him that through like modeling, so that's what we always do at the end of meals and things like that. But he likes using our sponges for stuff. I got him his own little sponge, and I'll put a picture in here where he was like cleaning his toys with them. He has a little food truck and he was cleaning it, and it was so cute. There's also like a little spray bottle in here and just different like cleaning supply type things, little squeegee. And so I just wanted to teach him how to clean up after himself and clean up our home, and that we take care of the place that we live. So I think this is really cute and it's really nice quality, and I like that it has like a little caddy where you can keep everything and like keep it organized. So yeah, so far this has been a big hit and really fun for us. I also bought some craft supplies to start DIYing some things for him, because I think there's a lot of toys out there that are helpful and they have like helpful principles, but they're kind of expensive. And I feel like I don't want to constantly just be buying things. Like, I try to be really mindful about what I'm buying and mindful about like the reasons I'm bringing specific toys into our life and to our rotation. It's not necessarily about the amount. Like, I don't want to get overwhelmed with things, but I want the toys to like serve a purpose and help him be learning something or be creative or be useful. My idea with buying craft supplies is so that we can, one, do different crafts together. I'm not really a very crafty mom, I have to say. Like, crafts are probably like not one of my strong suits, but there are still tons of things that I've been starting to think about that I can do that are just artsy and encourage him to be creative. So one thing I bought for him was this washable paint set. I got this at Staples. It's so nice. Like, I just put him in his high chair and I have this little bib thing. It's a bib for eating, but I put it on him like a little smock, and it's from the brand Bumpkins. And this you can just throw in the washing machine. I mean, I guess you could just do that with our regular clothes, but I feel better about doing this so things don't get super stained. And it also, like, it's kind of setting up the activity more for him, because I'm like, oh, you're putting your smock on, you're gonna paint, you know? So he kind of getting that process in his head a little better. It's just water-based paint, so it just wipes off the table. And like, I mean, I give him paper to paint on, but paint gets other places, and it just wipes off the table, it wipes off him. It's so easy to clean up, and so far I'm a really big fan of this. But I also bought contact paper and painter's tape, because one activity I've seen people do a ton is like to put contact paper sticky side out, like on a surface or a wall or something, and just you put it on with painter's tape, and you just give them construction paper torn up or whatever and just let them put it on there. And my son is somewhat into that. We tried it and he did it a little bit, but then he kind of just was more interested in dumping the paper out. I don't know, I'm gonna keep going with it and see how it is. But yeah, just the fact that like there's so much you can do with contact paper, because I was looking at like matching games, and for some reason they seem so expensive, and I don't know. I was like, I don't know why I'm going to pay for this when I feel like there's tons of objects we have in our house that we can match things with. And then I had an idea. What I ended up doing was making my own matching game. And so this is, I just put circles. I will link the PDFs below that I made. You can just print them out and then just laminate them with contact paper. It's so easy. Just do it yourself. Laid the paper on, covered it up the other side, and it's basically laminated. So it's not gonna like be destroying the paper. I mean, eventually it's gonna get kind of grungy and old, but I mean, then you paid like a couple cents for it, so you know. And then on another one, I printed out a bunch of colorful circles and I just cut them out. They're not perfect, they don't have to be. And I'm storing them in like a puffs container. Basically, I just set the activity up with like the circles and the puffs container, and he loves taking things in and out of the container. So that's like the really exciting part for him. But it's really exciting to me that he's learning like his colors and matching the colors, and this activity costs like $1 for me to make. And basically you could do this with like squares, so when you start doing shapes you can, you know, do different shapes, and it's just so easy, it's so quick. And yeah, I felt like a genius when I thought this. But anyways, I'll link the PDFs below that I made. And the last thing that I got in the mail recently was his literati box. This is like a children's book club, and they curate book choices for the age that your child is. I was getting this monthly for a while and I felt like that was too much. Like it was just bringing too many books into our home, and it was just, we were only keeping the ones that we really wanted to keep, but it just felt like a lot. We weren't really getting through them that quickly. I changed my subscription to quarterly, so I just got this box in the mail, and these are the books that come in them. So this one is called Dirty Birdies, yeah, and it says little readers will learn sounds, colors, counting, and other concepts with a cast of kooky characters. So this one is Can You Eat? Okay. What is food and isn't food is up to the reader in this subtly silly and stunningly beautiful collection of questionable conceits. So it's kind of helping them learn what is food. I think a lot of like 12 to 15 month, maybe even 18-month-olds are still putting a lot of things in their mouths because that's just one way they interact with their environment. But at some point you gotta learn that everything is not food. So you don't have to keep all the books in the box. Like you can only keep what you want, or you can send everything back. But I think I'm just gonna keep all of these this time around. And I think this one is really cute, and it's My Heart Grows, and it's like, caring makes my heart warm, hugging makes my heart happy, sharing makes my heart kind. It's just encouraging kids to be nice and kind, and to see how the way they're interacting with other people is also helping them grow. There's Bear in a Square, which I think focuses on shapes, and it's kind of like a finding book. So find the bear in the square, find the hearts in the queen's hair. So it's like teaching shapes. I mean, obviously I don't expect him to know this stuff like right away, but he's gonna learn it over time. Finally, I think this is my favorite book in this box that we got, and it's The Little Artist, an art history primer, and it goes through a bunch of different famous artists and their work. So even though like they're not, you know, it's not really appropriate for his age necessarily, I think it's really important to read books that are ahead of their level and to continue to expose them to like lots of words and ideas as much as possible. Okay, so that's everything in my toddler toy haul for my 15-month-old. I hope that this maybe gave you some inspiration or some ideas about some toys, or how to like help meet your child where they are at developmentally and encourage their growth and learning. Hopefully like my DIY ideas will also inspire you to use what you have at home to create interesting learning environments for your children. Yeah, I'll link the PDFs below of the ones that I made. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!